Hero of the revolution.
I wish I could take everybody here and put you in a helicopter and fly you up from Broome to James Price Point, as I've done a couple of times. Because I know a lot of people in Sydney find it hard to get to the Kimberley. It's a long way away. If we got in that helicopter right now, we'd take off from Cable Beach, we'd fly up over some of the most pristine marine environment you would ever see in your life. As we were flying, you would see enormous rays, much bigger than the span of my hand, drifting below us in the water. You would see, amazingly enough, the world's largest breeding ground for humpback whales. And when Bob Brown and I were up there just a little while ago on the Steve Irwin, the Sea Shepherd boat, in 3 days, we saw over 600 humpbacks. And yet the company that wants to develop this massive gas hub, right at that place, right where the whales go to calve, they say maybe only about 1,000 whales go through that area in a year. We were there for 3 days and we saw 600. They must have just loved us. They just came along to see Bob and myself. And we saw calves everywhere. And yet, if we were still in that helicopter, and we flew on a little further, and we came up over James Price Point, the site for this massive gas plant, the world's largest, suddenly you would see these red gashes in the earth, like massive scars. And you'd turn to me and say, Jeff, what's this? What's going on here? Why would anyone be ripping this beautiful place to pieces? And I would have to say to you in response, money. Just for money. Just for the pressure of money. And I'm a businessman. I build things. I've built in my life some very big projects in this country. I built the Optus network. At that time, one of the biggest projects there'd been in Australia. So I'm not anti-development. Why, therefore, am I here standing in front of you today, speaking out against this project? Well, for the simple reason that if we landed up there, some of the people we would meet there, the Gullah-Abaloo people, Philip and Joseph Rowe and his family, they've been offered everything to give up their land to this plant. They've been offered vast amounts of money. They've been given all sorts of inducements. They've been told that unless they give their land up there, their kids won't get a decent education. They won't get good health care. And they've said, nonsense. We're holding out against this. This is our traditional land. It's got sacred places on it. It's got the world's oldest dinosaur footprints on this site. So why are people pushing for the world's largest gas processing plant, the biggest non-government industrial project built in the history of Australia? That's what they're talking about on this site.